Watch. Okay, yeah, we can start now.
So, for Mafra Imago, she is my main in a game. She has, for me, one of the best movesets. She moves very fluid and fast. Her regular combat speed is very fast, but she is very flinch-worthy. Many opponents can make her stagger. Her neutral circle is not the best. It does very little damage. But her R2 is definitely one of the top. It's one of the best in the game. It lasts for a good 3 to 4 or 5 seconds, and it pretty much counters any other R2. It'll outlast it. Her roar triangle is also great. It's a really OP move, but the thing about it is, it's not like Biolante OP where it actually takes skill to land it. So, and it also protects you from any beam-like projectile. It's a really good move. It's really satisfying if you manage to pay it off. She's also a great combat fighter in the game, I would say. And she has pretty low defense, I will say that. Someone against like Burning Godzilla or 2014 Destroyer, they would easily not annihilate her, but they'll do so much damage to her that it'll be hard for her to even put up a fight against them because they just do so much damage compared to her low health. And she doesn't really have the damage output for it, but other than that, man, I really like her. She's my favorite in the game. So I say she is a good B tier. Nothing more, nothing less. So what'd you say, Milk?
Yeah, I'd say she's a B tier. Sure, she does have really low damage output, but her attack speed is crazy, so it does make up for it. And her roar triangle is really good against most things in the game, and it does block. It does entirely block pretty much every range attack in the game.
So what tier would you give Mafra?
B.
Alright, so B, so both agreements are on B. Now, for Rodan, he's also a very fast, fluid moving character. His Roar X is fantastic because it's like a stamina bar move, except you waste no stamina bars for it, so it's like really spammable, but not like OP either, because Burning Godzilla or any Kaiju with the range can just knock him out of the sky, and he's kind of at a disadvantage, but it's still a great move. Rodan moves fast. He does good melee damage. His R2 is also really good. It's a good get off me tool, but it's really short-lived. Like compared to like Mafra's R2, it would outlast him so much longer, where he had to waste so many more stamina bars in order to get the best use of it, which is the worst part about it. But it's pretty decent. Rodan, he's an overall okay, pretty good character. There's not too much to him though that can really make him stand out, like to the S tiers like Mecha King Ghidorah and so forth. So it's just, I would have to say he is a C tier.
Oh my goodness!
What is your comment, Smoke?
Yeah, I'd say he's a B tier. Not a B tier. He's definitely not strong enough for that. I think he's a C tier as well, cause I mean, he is a decent character overall. His air combat is good, but it is really predictable. Like you said, any character with any range attacks, you pretty much knock him down instantly. Like, he does do decent against characters like Mothra and Batra. They are faster than him, but he's more powerful than them. And they don't have too much range attacks, but overall, they still beat him. But yeah, let's see the C.
Alright, yeah, so we both agree that Rodan is a C tier.
Oh! Oh! No! Jeremy! Compete with him. He's extremely weak to projectiles though. Like, Burning Godzilla, Mecha King Ghidorah at point blank can get him near half health really quickly.
Yeah.
Other than that, he doesn't flinch easily at all. He's just fat. And his range isn't too bad either. Yeah, that's a good bad. And his R2 also has the potential to do like the highest damage in the game. Like, if you're stuck in a corner with it, it can probably one-shot lock Kaiju. I mean, not one-shot, but it can do well over half health. Because I've seen it with Mexican Dory. He's over his head and he pressed R2 and Mexican Dory just died. But
for Hedora, I don't play Hedora too much to really give a judge, so I'm gonna let you guys really decide on that. But from what I have seen, Hedora is a great character. He can fly. His melee is pretty counterative. His R2, as you said, can either be really sucky or the best R2 in the game. He also has pretty good defense. He's not that vulnerable because he can move fast or slow, so he's like really well balanced. His neutral red laser beam, you know, neutral circle, it's also good. It's a good get off me tool. I can't really see too many problems with Hedora, honestly. Like, he's just a good character overall. I'm gonna have to give him A tier.
For me, I'm gonna have to say B tier. Sure, he has like all these like moves that he can either depend on being either one of which an overpowered character or a decent played character. But all in all, that power really makes up for like his wideness and vulnerability. Because like you said, he's not really that good against projectiles, but he is really good against like melee battles. And plus, his R2, yeah, that's pretty fucking powerful for a certain character.
Yeah.
And his I-beam range, yeah, it's pretty long. It's pretty powerful.
So, you say that he's B tier. I say that he's A tier. Milk, what do you say he is again?
I'd say that he's A tier.
Alright, so we have 2 votes for A tier. It looks like Hedora's for A tier. Now on to King Ghidorah. King Ghidorah is definitely one of the best characters in the game. He is amazing. He has the flying. We're gonna run this match back, Milk. He has he has the mobility with his flying, even though it is extremely predictable. But the difference is he's not like Rodan, where his attack speed in the air is just trash. He can actually use his gravity beams, or he can use what everybody use in King of Kaiju mode, triangle, you know, flight and triangle, where you essentially just, you know, combo into your opponent. And lots of the time people could counter that, but it also counters other moves, and you can essentially just battle through someone, and that's what makes it like so great. Not only that, he's good on the ground too. His gravity beams have good spacing, is a good spacing tool. His R2 is, I'm gonna say, yeah, it's the best R2 in the game. It lasts for so long, and it does decent damage if your opponent's close enough. It's really good. I can't really see too much fault in it. There is a delay bit to it, like if you use it in the wrong way, it can be extremely punishable, but if you have like 3 bars, you can just use it again, so then you're kind of safe. So I can't really see too much issues with that. King Ghidorah overall, his damage is great, his defense is great, his health is pretty decent. I can't see too many faults with him. Like, I can't think of any true Kaiju that I'll just give King Ghidorah a really hard time. Maybe Burning Godzilla, maybe Biolante, but he can put up a good fight against the both of them. There's like nobody I can really say King Ghidorah stands no chance with. Like, he can box with pretty much anyone. So I have to give King Ghidorah a high A tier.
For me, I'm gonna have to say, like, just a full-on A tier. He's a really powerful character, but like someone has like the same issues with like Rodan. Whenever he's flying in the air, he's a little bit vulnerable because you can like easily shoot him down if you like aim well enough. But other than that, he still has like 2 additional attacks whenever he's flying around with his like spin attack and like his projectiles. And not only that, he can easily get away from said counterattacks by just like going a certain direction. Like he can fly backwards and all that.
Winston, don't kill me. I want to test something later. But yeah.
So what do you have to say about King Ghidorah, Milk?
I'd give him an A. I mean, just because. I mean, I do think you gave him too much credit for having the best R2 in the game. I mean, it lasts a while, but I mean, just like it is definitely one of the best. But like strength periods like Violantes are, they just last longer.
Oh yeah, I forgot
and
about
just do more damage. Violantes is just, yeah, I don't know. Also, I don't know, like I don't know how much defense it grants him, because I realize that Hedora grants him amazing defense when he goes into his R2. I don't know about Ghidorah. Ghidorah gives him good defense
yeah,
too.
that's what we just saw right there. That was pretty good defense. He barely took any damage.
Yeah.
So we all agree that Ghidorah is S tier. I mean, not S tier, A tier.
Yeah.
I wanted to say S tier, but it's just I feel like there's something holding him back. I can't quite put my tongue on it, but he's just not as good as like Burning Godzilla or like 2014, I would say. But he's like up there.
Come here. No, don't kill me. No, what the frick?